What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Oscar and I'm bringing you guys another video. And as you guys can see, I got my Christmas light on because we are ready for Christmas. So I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hopefully next year you guys accomplish everything you guys have on you guys' list. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to working on the car. In the last video, you guys noticed that I pretty much hit the whole driver's side with a 120 grit. And once that was done, I noticed that there was a lot of imperfections on the body. So instead of just simply fixing those dents with some Bondo, we're gonna go ahead and fix them by pulling them out today. On the last video, I was using the wrong terminology. I kept using spot weld, but it's not a spot weld. This is actually a stud weld that we're going to be doing. So let me go ahead and show you the tool that I'm going to go ahead and use today. And hopefully this helps you if you have any dents on your car. I was actually supposed to work on the car yesterday, Saturday, but unfortunately I was running behind on my Christmas shopping list. So yesterday I pretty much spent all day spending money and running around different stores buying Christmas presents. And one of the things that I purchased was this stud welder. So let's go ahead and open this and get to work on the 69 BW Beetle, and hopefully we can pull as many dents as possible today. So we need this for sure. It comes with two different size studs. I'm gonna go ahead and use the smaller ones. If we need even smaller than this, we'll go ahead and buy some. So it seems like a very simple process, you know, just weld the stud on the metal and pull it. But we got to make sure that it's not just gonna get too hot and damage our metal on our car. So we're gonna go ahead and practice first on a door that I have that I replaced on the 69. So we can go ahead and maybe make a couple dents on that door and see if we can go ahead and pull it out. So let me go ahead and get that door for you guys. So I grabbed the door from the side yard, and this is where we're gonna go ahead and practice on. I mean, it's pretty much the same thickness of metal that's on the 69 right now. So if we can go ahead and do it here without burning the metal, then I think that we can go ahead and move on to the body on the 69. So I can go ahead and see a few dents already, like this one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and just grind this down to bare metal because there's some corrosion on this metal right now. And once we get it to bare metal, we'll go ahead and let's do 3 studs, and then we'll go ahead and try to pull it out and see if we know how to do it and feel comfortable enough to move on to the 69 BW Beetle. We got it to straight bare metal. That gives us the ability to work with this metal a lot better. So as you can see, we have a line, and that whole line is pretty much dented in. So I'm thinking if we put a few stud welds on this line and pop them out, it should be brand new. And I was thinking maybe putting one right in the middle for sure, and maybe one to the side and another one right here. So we'll go ahead and start off with those 3 studs right there and see if that helps, and we'll go ahead and move forward if we have to put more on the body. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. It's not too bad. I think I made contact over here and it kind of was not good, so I don't think I need to press on it. I think I just need to put the tip on it and it will get it. And it's pretty cool. So that's not bad. We got the first one in there. Here's the second one. Okay. Let's go ahead and put one more. So here's my first ever stud well. And I did a few things here. So on this first one, I went less than once, like probably 0.5 seconds. And then on this one, I went for a full second. And then for this one, I went a little bit longer than 1 second. And as you can see, the circles under each stud gets bigger and bigger depending on how long you're holding the stud there. So that's one good tip. I would recommend doing about a little bit less than 1 second, because obviously half a second is too little, but I think almost 1 second is a perfect amount of time. So let's go ahead and pull on it now. Alright, I'm very excited. These are my first stud welds I've ever done. So for the first time, I think it turned out very good. So now let's go ahead and use this puller and see if we can go ahead and get rid of this dent. It's working. Alright, so it's kind of satisfying doing this, removing the dents. It was a bigger dent here, but we were able to pull some of it out. I believe if we put 2 more studs on here, then we'll pretty much get rid of that dent. But that was really good practice. But I think I'm ready to move on to the actual 69 BW Beetle. So let's go ahead and grab that door from the 69 and remove one dent that I showed you guys on the last video. So the last thing I needed to do was to remove the studs and pretty much grind down this area to check if we have any more dents. I'm pretty happy with this. I would not be upset if I put a little bit of filler on that to get this straight as possible. But that's pretty much what we have to do to the whole car over here. So let's go ahead and start it, and I'll show you guys a few fixes, but of course I'm not gonna get all of them. I just practiced using the stud gun, and I'm pretty sure I got this down. I'm not really intimidated by the gun anymore, so I think we should just move forward. And just like the sanding, I'm not gonna go ahead and show you guys the whole process of the entire car and removing every single dent, because it's very repetitive and you guys probably don't want to see that. So what I am gonna show you guys is sections of the car that are really bad or not so bad. So this right here is the door, the driver's side door, and for most of the part on this door, everything is pretty straight, but there's only one dent on the door that we need to remove. And I think we're gonna go ahead and take care of that on this video, and that will pretty much wrap up this video. But that's not the end of this. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on the 69 BW Beetle, getting the body as straight as possible, removing all the dents with the stud welder. And I'll give you guys another video next week and pretty much show you guys how much work I've done to this car to get it to that point. And we can go ahead and start using any fillers to actually get the final result before we put on the epoxy primer. You guys know that this car has a lot of dents, but we have been talking about this one right here. and I think we're gonna name this one Lalo. Alright, so we're gonna take care of Lalo today. Lalo is an alright sized dent that needs to be removed. So let's go ahead and take care of Lalo. Usually what I try to do, I try to find the middle of it, because maybe it can just pop out. So once again, we're not going to do a full second, but just a tiny bit less than a second. You ready? So this line is perfect straight now. There used to be a tiny little dent right here, but now that we popped it, it seems to be going down the line pretty nice. Let's go ahead and remove this one and see how flat this section is. If not, we'll go ahead and put another one over here and see if that will do it. We want to get rid of Lalo. We don't want Lalo. So let me tell you guys what's going on with Lalo. So we've put the first stud right in the middle of the dent, and it seemed like it made it pretty nice and flat, but I can feel a tiny bit of a dip on the edge right here. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go ahead and put another one right here, not so close to the edge, and I'm gonna go ahead and put another one right on top of this one, because if you see that little black spot, that's the very end of the dent that's still dented in. So we need to pull that up a little bit and a tiny bit on this edge, and Lalo will be gone. Hell yeah, that one worked really good. Alright, so we finally got to use the stud welder, and that worked perfectly fine for me. We got rid of Lalo on the driver's side door. And I'm thinking that we should maybe remove the passenger door as well, because the passenger door still has paint on it. So we have to remove the paint and see if there's any dents under those layer of paint. And maybe we'll go ahead and do that right now. So let's go ahead and remove the passenger door, and we'll see what we have to do next. So here's the door that I'm talking about. This is the passenger door. And as you can see, it still has a good amount of paint on it. And in order for us to check if this door has any dents, we're gonna have to remove it. So there's about 3 screws right here and another 3 screws down here. So let's go ahead and remove the door. And I'm not going to videotape myself removing all this blue paint off the car door, but I'll go ahead and show you guys once the door is bare metal, so I can go ahead and show you guys all the dents and imperfection that this door has and that we have to fix. So let's go ahead and remove this door. I'm gonna make this look very easy, but there's 3 screws up here and there's 3 screws down here. Just wanted to let you guys know that I had removed these screws in the past, and the driver's side was very easy to remove, but the passenger side was almost impossible. I spent about 2 days removing the screws on this side of the door because they were all very, very rusty, and pretty much as soon as I torqued on the screws, each screw, the head on the screws just ripped off like it wasn't even made out of metal. So what I did, I actually had to get a bunch of nuts and pretty much weld them onto the top of the screw. And once the nut was welded on top of the screw, then I was able to use a regular ratchet and just remove those nuts. But oh boy, if you have to remove this screws right here, I wish you guys luck. Now that the screws are removed, we can go ahead and remove this door. Nice. So now both doors are removed. And I think we are getting very close to actually getting this car painted. There's still a lot of blue that I see. So we're gonna have to spend more time on removing the rest of the blue on this car. For example, the door that we just removed. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time on this door off camera. The first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the door handle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down to bare metal. And then on the next video, I'll go ahead and show you guys what this door looks like, if there's any big imperfections that we have to fix. Now we're getting very comfortable with the stud welder, so I don't think that's going to be an issue, because we got a lot of practice today with the driver's side door. And off camera right now, I'm gonna keep working with the stud welder, and I'm gonna go ahead and focus on the rear apron that I showed you guys on the last video. And that's going to take so much time, at least 10 hours, to get that apron as straight as possible and get it ready for paint. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Unfortunately, today is going to be a short day. It is Sunday and I have work tomorrow, and I also have to do Christmas shopping. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on that rear apron. I would say about another hour and a half, and then I have to go get ready and go Christmas shopping with Amanda. I got a lot of Christmas shopping done yesterday, but we still need to do a little bit more shopping and spend a little bit more money. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a very lovely Christmas, and hopefully you guys get to spend it with the ones that you guys love the most, and hopefully you guys get everything you guys ask for. Thank you guys so much, and make sure you guys hit that like button. The last video, you guys dropped a lot of comments, and let me tell you, it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot knowing that you guys watch these videos, and maybe one of those 100 people get motivated to work on their car. So I'll go ahead and catch you guys next time. Peace.